Hi everyone, Rachel Tessoff, your local real estate advisor with Sotheby's International Realty, serving West Palm Beach, and the surrounding areas. Thank you for tuning into our 2026 first quarter market update, where I will be sharing the statistics for the single family homes in the zip codes of 33405 and 33401 and the condo market in 33401. These zip codes include downtown proper with our condos, our single family homes of downtown, which is 33401, and then all of our single family homes in 33405. Okay, that's the intro. Our first quarter single family home real estate market update for 33405. So as you know, there are 5 key areas I always like to discuss as it relates to the statistics for us evaluating our market. First and foremost is closed sales. So in 33405 for single family homes, in first quarter we had 77 closed properties. This is up 15% to last year at the same time, year over year, for first quarter of 2025. This is an important number for us to look at as we are evaluating the entire year as it relates to quantity by quarter of closed homes. Interesting fact that in the second quarter of 2025, we actually had more homes closed in 33405 in second quarter than we did in first quarter of 2025. So if this is a barometer for the future, we should be expecting more homes to close in second quarter than close in first quarter of 2026 so far. The next topic I always look at is median sale price. So in 33405, our median sale price was $1,512,000. This is actually in line for what we have been seeing as it relates to a year-over-year perspective. But a quarter one year-over-year perspective, this is actually up 41% to first quarter of 2025, which is a very positive sign for the strength in the pricing in our market. Median time to contract is the next important factor that I always like to look at. 49 days to contract. So in 49 days, the median time to contract was 49 days for 33405, which is actually 23% faster than first quarter of last year. So essentially what that means, if your home is not in contract in 49 days, then the price is likely the factor as to why it did not go into contract. Marketing could be the other factor, but predominantly it is price driven. And then the last item we always look at is month supply of inventory. So in first quarter, we had a 6-month supply of inventory. This is a very healthy, balanced place to be. At that same time, it's actually 38% less inventory than we had in the first quarter of 2025. So overall, what this means for the first quarter of 2026 for 33405, strong closed sales, strong median sale price, strong median time to contract, a fast median time to contract, and a balanced month supply of inventory. So overall, very healthy market that we're seeing so far for 2026. The first quarter of 2026 single family home update for 33401. So as you know, when we're evaluating the real estate market, there are a couple of factors I always like to look at to see what is going on for the health of the market and to give us a little bit of an idea of where we're going in the forward. So closed sales. So for closed sales for 33401 for single family homes, which encompasses homes in Grandview Heights South to Sunset Park, El Cid, and Mango Promenade. So our single family homes just directly south of downtown West Palm Beach. We had 48 closed homes. This is up 29% year over year compared to first quarter of 2025. This is a very important factor for us to consider. I also like to look backwards a little bit to see what happened in 2025 as a whole. So in 2025 for single family homes, first quarter and second quarter were actually had the equal amount of homes that had closed. So both quarters were very important for single family homes in 33401. This is unique because in 33405 single family homes, second quarter was the larger of the quarters. So it's interesting to see that if we close 40 homes in first quarter of 2026, will we close at or more or less in second quarter? Obviously, if we're tracking year over year, we will be closing another 40 homes roughly. So median sale price in 33401 single family homes was $1,148,000. This is 25% more than last year at the same time. This is a very positive strength in the pricing scale, and is a little bit lower than 33405, but still very strong. Median time to contract is very important because this tells us a lot about what a home is doing when it's on the market. Our median time to contract for 33401 single family homes was 76 days. So in 76 days, the majority of homes went into contract if the buyers liked the price for the condition. And that is actually 22% faster than first quarter of 2025. So that just gives us an indication that there are more buyers out there, and the buyers that are out there are more urgent, and when it's priced properly for the condition, they're taking action. And then month supply of inventory. So we have 8 months supply of inventory ending first quarter of in 33401 for single family homes. So this is actually a little bit into a buyer's market actually. 6 to 7 months supply is a very healthy balanced market. Once we get over 7 months, we start getting into a buyer's market. So we have 8 months supply of inventory. This is actually 29% more than last year at the same time. So it's a very interesting factor in this equation. When we look at 33405, our neighbor and single family homes, they have a 5.7 month supply of inventory. So we have more homes in 33401 single family homes on the market that are taking longer to sell than in 33405 right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Our downtown West Palm Beach condo market update for the first quarter of 2026. So, as you know, I have a couple of factors I always like to look at when we are evaluating the condo market and the single family home real estate market in our area. The first is closed sales. So there were 113 closed condos in 33401 in first quarter. This is up 13% to last year at the same time. This shows a lot of health and strength in the market, and it shows a little bit of a direction of where we might be going through the rest of the year. Our median sale price was $602,000. So this is actually at 20% compared to first quarter of 2025. So this is showing that we are still having great strength in our condo market overall, and we're still seeing strong pricing. We are seeing buyers put a lot of pressure on pricing, but when it's the right product, the right condition, the right building, the right condo, we are seeing the strength in pricing. Median time to contract. So it took 82 days for condos to go into contract in downtown West Palm Beach or in 33401. This is up 14% compared to last year at the same time. So it actually has taken a little bit longer to go into contract than we experienced last year at the same time. So it's an interesting factor. Longer to contract, higher sale price overall, and more closed units than last year at the same time. Our month supply of inventory is 12 months. So that is very much in a buyer's market. We are very, very much in a buyer's market at the condo arena in downtown West Palm Beach. Yet that is a little bit less than 2025 at the same time. So we're still seeing some nice movement into a more balanced position, but it's definitely still in a buyer's position overall. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you have questions, I look forward to answering them. Hi everyone, Rachel Tassoff, your local real estate advisor with Sotheby's International Realty, serving West Palm Beach and Palm Beach Island. Thank you so much for tuning in to our 2026 first quarter real estate market update covering 33405, 33401 single family homes and condos. So overall in Florida and in our area right now, we are seeing a rise in sales and rise in price for the 7th consecutive month, even though interest rates have actually started to increase in March here. So we're seeing really a lot of strength, even though we are seeing interest rates rise. The biggest factor that we are seeing that's different from last year at the same time in first quarter is interest rates. So in the first quarter of 2026, we actually, until March, saw interest rates around 6 to 6.1%. Last year at the same time, we saw interest rates between 6.6% and 7% through first quarter. So a little bit of a lower interest rate in January and February really fueled the strength in closed sales, pricing, median time to contract, and month supply of inventory. I look forward to answering your questions. Please enjoy. I'm always here to answer anything that you need and be available for any of your real estate questions. And I'd love to have the opportunity to support you in your real estate goals.